I freaking love Steins Gate. From the openings to the endings, Steins Gate is a masterpiece. This anime has such a perfect balance between darkness and romance. And the idea that an anime can be so profound makes it one of the best animes I've ever seen. Steins Gate presents us with paradoxes, confusion, and much more. But something that's even more important to the show is romance. Also, quick thing to mention, this video contains spoilers for Steins Gate, so if you haven't already, please go watch the show. It's very interesting and has a lesson that we could all learn from. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's get into this. My first time watching Steins Gate, there was an episode that really stuck with me, and I think it defined what it meant to love somebody, but it also showed what it meant to lose something important to you. In this episode, John Titor tells Okabe to fix the time machine that she used to go back in time. And if you guys don't know who John Titor is, I'll leave a video explaining everything in the description. In the meantime, Mayuri goes to look for John Titor's father, Beryl Titor. After the time machine is fixed, Mayuri reveals that John Titor's father is actually Daru, one of Okabe's friends. After all of that, Mayuri and the rest of the lab members have a great old time. John Titor leaves and then they go back to the lab. A couple hours later, then there's a knock on the door. The landlord gives Okabe a letter, basically saying that they've done everything for nothing, and the fact that they even tried was futile. After reading this, Okabe goes against what everybody says, and sends an email to not fix the time machine. Trying to save Mayuri's life once again. This episode shows that Ocarina will do anything for Mayuri. No matter how many times she dies, he will always go back and try his best to save her, even though it'll fail. This is the type of brotherly love that is shown throughout Steins Gate to his friends. Mayuri is a special example of that, but at the cost of everyone else's memories of that special and heartwarming event. I have no clue why this episode in particular has stuck with me. Maybe it was because of the dark turn the episode took, or the fact that Okabe shows weakness to everybody he loves. Either way, this episode has so much we could learn, teaching us that we can save things, but there has to be some sort of consequence for it. Now with that being said, the love towards Mayuri is not the same as the love towards Makise, or rather a more brotherly love to Mayuri. The other type of love that I'm talking about is more like romantic love. The main love interest is clear from the very beginning. This is evident in the first episode where she calls him a pervert, which happens in essentially every single romance anime I've ever seen. More importantly, Makise Kurisu is probably the most important person in the show. Her life and death is both pivotal to the outcome. In fact, it's so pivotal that they made an F-tier continuation of the show, but a different timeline where she's dead. Anyway, very rarely do I see an anime that challenges my idea of love and what it means to love. One of the many examples of this is near the ending. So all of you know the inevitability of Mayuri's death, but not a lot of people know the symbolism behind Makise's death. Okabe has seen Mayuri die well enough to know that it can't break him. It literally can't. He's watched her die over 400 times and yet he still isn't broken. But it just takes one time, just one time, seeing Kurisu dead to completely shatter any hope of saving her. And that's the point. He needed to do this. He needed to fall for her and kill her. But it all ended up to be a ploy by his future self to witness the stakes of the mission and try better next time. And once he successfully completes the mission, he is once again reunited with Kurisu, and we have a happy ending. And an ending that I thought was going to be much darker. I mean, what kind of show has a dark opening scene and goes into a happy setting? Oh shit. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys watching. Every time you guys watch, it makes me feel good because of all the numbers going into the system. But apart from that, my last video got so much support that it kind of made me like cry a bit. Don't question it, I'm a grown man. But I do want to thank Skanky, Sophie, and although I didn't want to include this person, Nuggets, for their fan art. They'll probably pop on screen right now. Thank you guys, this will boost my ego about 10 times more than it did before. To anyone watching, happy Thanksgiving. And with that being said, I'll see you all later. Bye bye.